Hello everyone and welcome to today's practice. Let's check that the microphone is working. Perfect. Everything seems to be working. If something is not working, let me know in the comments. And as usual, today we will be starting in our seated position, making yourselves comfortable. Maybe sit on a pillow to elevate the hips. Our spine is straight, relaxing those shoulders and just finding our breath. Nice deep inhale and exhale. You can place one hand on the chest, one hand on your belly. On the inhale, feeling the chest, belly, and diaphragm expanding. And on the exhale, feeling them deflate. Couple breaths here at your own pace. Establishing the breathing pattern. That will continue to follow throughout today's practice. On the next exhale, release the hands, place them on the thighs or on top of the knees, whichever feels more comfortable. And next inhale, we will just gently look up, chin up. And exhale, chin down toward the chest, looking down. Inhale, looking up. And exhale, down. Do it at your own pace, following your own breath. 2 more times. Continuing to sit up straight and only looking up without bringing your shoulders toward your ears. Shoulders are relaxed. Beautiful. Now let's do same stretch for our necks, but looking toward right and left. Doesn't matter which side you choose to do first. We will do equal amounts for both sides. So inhale, center. And on the exhale, look to one side. Only go as far as it is comfortable, especially if you're feeling tension. Inhale, go to center, and exhale toward the other side. Inhale, center, exhale, switch sides. Continue with your own breath. Shoulders are staying relaxed. Two more times for each side, meaning one on each side. and return to center. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale here. And now we will try to relax our shoulders even more. So it is up to you how you're feeling today. You can gently just do the rotations of the shoulders, or you can touch your shoulders with your fingers and do bigger circles. On the inhale, elbows are pointing upward, and on the exhale, downward, drawing those little circles. Once again, following our breath. Our breath is our anchor. Two more rotations. Exhale, elbows pointing down, and then we'll inhale and go in the opposite direction. Nice, slow rotations, not going too fast. But not doing it super slow. Couple more rotations. And release. You can shake your hands if there is any tension left over. And bring your hands in front of you. We will take care of our finger joints. So we will spread the fingers wide. Inhale, reaching toward in front of us. If your shoulders are not feeling great today, you can always bend your elbows, but still spreading the fingers wide. And exhale, making a gentle fist. Inhale, spreading fingers wide. And exhale, little fist. Not too tight, be gentle. Repeat it at your own pace, following your own breathing pattern. 3 more times. And release. We'll do some more joint care here. We will be rotating our wrist joints. So in any direction, you can do both at the same direction or going in opposite directions from each other, whichever you prefer most. Once again, elbows can be bent or hands can be straight in front of you, about shoulder level. Beginning the rotations, once again, breathing deeply, sitting up straight with relaxed shoulders. Notice if there's any more difficulty rotating in any direction on each hand, if one feels tighter or not. On the next exhale, we will begin rotating in the opposite direction. So changing the rotations. Continue to breathe. Three more rotations. And release. Beautiful. Now you can continue to sit on the pillow, but we will straighten our legs in front of us and take care of our toes and our leg joints. Once again, if you have too much of a stretch or you feel sore for any reason, you can always put a little folded blanket or a towel underneath your knees so you can keep them bent and it will be easier on your hamstrings. But once again, elevating your hips might help to keep the spine straight. And we will just do gentle putting our toes in front of us, gentle stretch for our ankles on the exhale, and inhale, bringing them up and down. Continuing to do it with our breath, feeling if there's any tightness. If one side feels a bit more tight, if it's taking more during the day compared to the other side. Beautiful. Now let's do some more rotations this time on for our ankle joints, just because I really need it. And once again, exhale, point our toes pointing away from us. Inhale, we will bring on this rotation, we will bring our toes toward us. Gentle rotations, just go as far as it is comfortable. One side might feel different, and that's okay, that's normal. Just notice and wonder, why could that be? Am I using one side more than the other? Maybe when I walk or when I sit, I'm doing something that one side feels a bit more tense. And switching the rotations, going in the opposite direction, going with the pace of your own breath. Nice, gentle rotations. One more time. And release. Maybe you want to shake your legs or massage those muscles. Always good. Feels juicier and our joints are now lubricated. Going up and down, bending our knees. Beautiful. Now I would like to bring us on all fours. If you have a towel or a blanket handy, you can always fold your mat to create cushioning for your wrists or your knees, whichever needs more attention. It's just spreading our fingers wide. Once again, you can create a fist if your wrist is not feeling that good. Even with the cushioning, you can have low fists as a support, or you can go on the elbows, which is also possible. Just gently pressing into our foundation here. So our shoulder joint should be right under our elbow and then our wrist, as well as our hip joint should be in one line as much as possible as our knee joint. So creating this foundation, stable foundation. We will do some cat-cows to wake up the spine. Just gently looking in front of you or upward, depending how much of a stretch you want today. And then rounding the spine, looking down. Exhale. Inhale, arching the back, looking up or in front of you. If you have any tension in the neck, perhaps this is the plan for today. And following your breath, exhale, rounding the spine. We'll do 3 more cat and cows, following your breath. And then we will return to neutral. Have a nice deep breath here in a neutral tabletop pose. Have a rest if you need to give a rest to your wrists or your knees, or put some more padding underneath. And we'll just look toward the right. See how that feels. We might want to go deeper or return back slightly. Stay here for a couple more breaths. Feel a nice stretch on the opposite side. And then return to center, neutral tabletop, and we'll go in the opposite direction. Exhale, and take a deep breath or two here on the opposite side. Notice if there is any difference. Maybe one side feels a bit more tension than the other. Once again, we're just taking stock and return to center. Inhale and exhale here. Let's do a nice child's pose. You can either stretch your hands out all the way in front of you. You can use a pillow for support, especially if you're not feeling comfortable in reaching your forehead toward the floor. Rest those arms, or it's always an option to have arms in a cactus position or beside you, beside your body, pointing in the same direction as your toes. You can also use a block if you have it to put underneath your forehead to create the support. Staying here, breathing deeply for 2 to 3 breaths. Then on the inhale, returning to the seated position. And here I want to suggest to interlace your fingers in front of you, or you can also choose to use a scarf or a belt. This is a belt for yoga specifically. It's totally normal to use any other type of belt. And bring your hands up straight. Inhale. Maybe go a little bit deeper and have a nice bend. in the back, whatever your shoulders feel like today. If this is not feeling good, you can always do cactus arms. So once again, 90 degrees elbow back, and see if you can open up the chest this way. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Looking up or straight in front of you, finding the position that feels comfortable, that will allow us to breathe deeply. And returning back. Wonderful. Now the same thing we can do, use the belt, scarf, even a towel. Bring the hands behind us, or if you're feeling especially flexible today, you can just clasp your fingers, interlace your fingers behind you, and have a nice feel the shoulders stretching. Shoulder blades are coming almost like together. Staying here for another breath. And here's an option for you to try and deepen the stretch by reaching your forehead toward the ground, or just going as far as it is comfortable. I would suggest always have a support for your forehead. So even if you're here, try to stack some blocks or pillows. And if this is too much, find what feels good. Have a nice stretch. If this is the best you feel, the stretch that you feel is enough for you today, then just stay here and breathe. Enjoy this juicy stretch. Wonderful. All right, so for the next part, I just want to bring us on our bellies for a moment. And bring your hands all the way in front of you. Your legs are straight, your hands are straight. And we will just try to do hands, bring our hands, straight hands upward. So it's half a locust pose. Just use your belly muscles, your core muscles. So it's a belt of muscles all around our belt area. So the back muscles, the abdominal muscles. Inhale and exhale, release. Now we'll do the same thing with our legs, just bringing up the legs. Inhale, legs go up, and exhale down. Engaging those leg muscles, just pushing through. And now you can continue doing just legs or arms, or we can do both. So inhale, up, and exhale, down, release. This way we will engage as many muscle groups as possible. Inhale, up, exhale, down. Wonderful. Now we can finally lie down, gently turning on our sides and then on our backs. If lying down on your belly feels good, that's totally fine. You can stay there. I would suggest just switching from time to time which side you lie on. So if you're laying on your right cheek, Keep in mind that we want to keep it balanced and lay down on our left cheek to switch it out so our neck will feel good. Once again, you can leave your knees bent or straighten the legs. Have a blanket over you to feel extra cozy and relaxed. We will continue with our long breaths. On each inhale, feeling our chest rising, our diaphragm and our belly expanding. And on each exhale, we feel the tension release. Our belly, our chest deflates. Our diaphragm pushes the air out. On our next exhale, I would like to suggest to try and sigh out all the tension that is left in our body. Hopefully a lot less than in the beginning of today's class. It might be audible, it might be just somewhat silent, very soft. Notice that it probably took you longer to exhale with a sigh. Hold on to that little noticing. The next inhale as you usually do, nice and deep. Nothing forced, just gently. And on the exhale, do a prolonged exhale as if you're sighing out, but we're still breathing out through the nose. Might be helpful to do a count. So for example, if an inhale takes a count of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale might take a count of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue with your own breathing pattern, however long it takes you to inhale and exhale. The point here is to exhale a little bit longer. This will help us promote relaxation, calm down, and release stress. Find the foundation, the anchoring, the grounding in this breath. If your mind wanders off, that's okay. Just return to the breath, connect to the present moment. You are home, you are safe, and you are now. On the next inhale, gently open your eyes, just with a soft gaze first. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe bring the hands all the way up and do a nice gentle stretch as if we're waking up from a nice restful sleep. When you're ready, turn on your side and gently bring yourself up into a seated position. Let's bring our hands to the sides. Inhale and exhale. Give a nice self hug. Inhale again. Switch which hand goes on top of another. Exhale, self hug. Releasing those feel good hormones. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I wish you a nice and restful evening. See you next time. Namaste. Once again, just a reminder, if you have any questions, you can contact me over social media or leave a comment here under this video. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.